Hello and welcome to Glimmer of Genius, episode 34. This is a podcast all about Magic the Gathering, bringing you the latest in MTG news, deck ideas, tournament reports, and even a little bit of MTG finance as well. My name's Luke, and on the line with me is Level 2 Judge Grant David and cardboard trader Simon Wright. Simon is once again able to join us after a little period of absence, and we're going to talk all about Ultimate Masters. But full disclosure before we begin, the show was plagued this week by quite a number of technical difficulties, and we tried to persevere with it. Unfortunately, the guys couldn't quite hear me, or if they did, I sounded like an angry robot. We've got a shorter episode this week, and there are some sound issues intermittently. It's not all the way through, and we were able to talk some pretty interesting stuff about Ultimate Masters and Magic Arena. So I do apologise and ask that you just stick with it. It will just be a one-off for this episode, as unfortunately I had to move where I recorded, and I think that affected the connection. So long term, this just won't be an issue, but sometimes these things do happen, and as frustrating though it is, I do hope you'll stick with it. And next week we'll be back up to our usual quality. Enjoy the show. Let's talk about Modern Masters. It's not Modern Masters, Ultimate Masters. Why should I be interested in Ultimate Masters?
Depends if you're the target player.
So who's the target player then?
Yes, I'd say yes. People with extra cash.
It should probably become stockbrokers, I would recommend, better than collecting the set.
Yeah. This is not for your new players or just your casual players. This is either for people that want to buy a box to have fun and draft with, crack it for some modern staples or eternal staples, or sit on it and sell on in a few years' time.
So do you think Wizards are aware that people are investing a little bit more in Magic and seeing their cards more than just
have
fun
we actually
things?
Started?
Yeah. I said to you, I'm not going to fanny around. I'm just going to, because my connection's so bad, we're just going straight into it because I don't want to mess about recording.
I was waiting for a big welcome back.
Oh yeah, well, welcome back, Simon.
Who is this guy, by the way?
It's been ages
Your
since.
two listeners are going to get very confused.
Yeah. So this is a podcast all about Magic the Gathering, and some of you may have been missing one of the co-hosts, Simon, and he is back with us today.
No.
That is genuine enthusiasm that I mustered up for you there, Simon. Welcome back.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm so glad to be here.
I appreciate you taking time out of your day.
I'm starting to wonder.
No, it's been, I don't know how many months it's been, but I know that little one's bedtime schedule hasn't been fitting in with my wanting to record podcast schedule. So it's meant that our schedules have therefore not really married up. Grant and I have been carrying on without you.
9 months and 1 week.
9 months? Wow. You could have had another baby in that time. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's genuinely nice to have you back on because I don't know about card prices and such, so someone's got to talk about it.
That's not happening.
Grant does a fair job, to be fair. So
Okay.
I'm not saying you're totally replaceable, but you know.
Really? I like part of the process.
This episode's going to be a bit of a nightmare, really, because the sound quality is so all over the place. So apologies to anyone still bearing with it. It's not going to get better on this episode, so you'll have to grin and bear it, I'm afraid, or just skip to the next episode if you really can't be bothered. I can't stop you. But no, please.
Really glad I came back for this one. Skip it. It's shit. Simon's in it.
Well, I haven't been booted off of a Skype just yet, so maybe rushing ahead and trying to get on with it.
Right, kick him.
Yeah.
So Wizards pulled a bit of a fast one on us all, announcing Ultimate Masters. I just say it's awesome, absolutely awesome. Yes, it's got a higher price tag, but it needs a higher price tag. They got the feedback from the Iconic and Masters 25. It's like, if you're going to charge a lot for a box, it has to be good. And they've read that loud and clear, and they've gone, right, like the cards they've bought so far, even if there's nothing else in the set, if the rest of the set's absolutely garbage, it's still an awesome set. Yeah. And the box toppers on top are just crazy. At the moment, they're like an extra $50 bill whacked into a box.
Surely that's an exaggeration. $50.
Have you let him talk?
It's 50. You said
It's like a computer going through puberty, but yeah. Oh God. Alex's like, yes, very well put, Simon, but can I interject?
Do you want to type us your questions, Luke, and we can answer them?
$50. Surely that's an exaggeration.
No.
And I think that's an under exaggeration. I'm being cautious there.
Yeah, the potential
when
is like 4 times that at least.
Yeah, so but you've got to take that with a pinch of salt because Wizards a bit of market genius on their end and released these to the public early as an apology for those that got mucked up. Masters Edition skills are running to Master Editions. So America will be getting all the good stuff, access to the Masters Editions, and then also anyone that ordered through Hasbro got a box topper sent to them.
Nice.
And that's how they announced the set. They learned from Iconic Masters where there's no point in announcing the set early because by the time it gets to release, everyone's bored and forgotten about it. And this really sent shockwaves really through the community. Top-notch release, really. We'll have to see what's in the rest of the set, but pretty happy with what's already there. The one downside of that is because they've left it so last minute for stores and suppliers, especially the WPN stores, who are already a lot of them are quite miffed with Wizards at the moment anyway for going on Amazon route, shifting a load of boxes to them and cutting Wizards Direct, mainly America again. But yeah, so yeah. So but it's mainly because of the box topper. It used to be like WPN stores would get like the promos and stuff as a thank you for, and these unique products as a thank you for, driving business, building up the player base. But that sort of thing looked over now, and this isn't a buy box promo. This promo is in every box. So a lot of stores are quite angry about that. It's also very last minute, and at Christmas time, December, it's quite tough for small stores to get enough cash flow together in order to meet their players' demand.
Yeah, definitely.
Even our suppliers, like they done a day before us, and when we're contacting them about this, they didn't have the exact cost for us on the box or how many they're actually getting, how many they could give it to us. Even now, we're putting our order. I don't know if it's actually being confirmed.
Surely that's madness, though. How can they operate like that?
It was a bit madness, yeah. But so frenzy going on at the moment. So we'll see what happens. But all the big stores are already pre-selling, especially in America. Sports and somebody, one of the biggest ones, have already pre-sold 4,000 boxes.
Wow.
So I hope they get them all.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy at the moment. Everyone's undercutting everyone just to get them sold. But then the price is, eventually the price of a box, whether it's worth it or not, is mainly on the supply, which we won't really find out until probably a few days before release, where people start realising that, we've oversold, we're cancelling orders, or the other way around, where actually we've got plenty more, let's try and flog some more.
Did you see Alpha Investments videos on this?
Which one? Maybe.
Just the one talking about the high MSRP and the ones where he was believing the overall box value would actually go up.
The MSRP should be higher.
Yeah, I thought it was an interesting take. And he was saying that
the overall value definitely will go up past current MSRP. So one of the issues was they had when you put these unique products just in the hands of the WPN stores, they'll charge a lot more than MSRP.
Yeah.
Which made a lot of customers upset. Where if you put it to the big box stores, they're all in competition. Supply is quite big, and therefore they can crush the price instead of inflating. But it will go up. I mean, there's no doubt about it. You can buy boxes for less than MSRP already, quite a lot cheaper. If you look around, but that's the initial flood of the big stores getting as much product as possible, and then slowly the prices will come back up. Especially if supply is less than expected, and people start getting orders cancelled and start trying to grab boxes wherever they can.
Right. So I'm just looking through some.
Interesting, but it looks like an awesome set. I mean, it does.
No, it's fine. You go.
No, I was waiting for your question.
I was going to say, I was finding it interesting that the MSRP is what it is, and other people were saying, they could push it higher. I was just thinking. I think I just mentioned this to you when I was chatting the other day, like. How much higher can these products go? It just seems to be getting more and more ridiculous. And I know it's not a product for everyone. I get that. That's the whole point. It's not for everyone, but it's kind of like, surely there's got to be a ceiling on this at some point.
I think Rudy's argument there was that you've got to the price point there, where it doesn't matter whether it's $300 or $500. The type of people that are spending $300 on a box will spend $500 on a box.
Yeah, that's a fair argument.
This is what I'm saying though. But at what point does it get ridiculous? Because okay, you say, the type of people that might spend $500, are they going to spend $2,000 on a box? I mean, surely that gets there.
I mean, many of our local players won't buy these boxes.
Yeah.
It just seems crazy to me. It just seems crazy. But then maybe I just don't really get the whole
it's
thing.
a specialty product. It's the final master set they're going to do for a while.
Fair enough. I guess for me, if I want to gamble, I'll buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, I quite like a lot of the new art on these cards. I really like the...
Yeah, I mean, people have been saying it's very similar to... What's that card game with the full art already? It's quite a minor one, but apparently it's already got artwork like the full, the box topper ones.
Oh.
It's not Force of Will, is it? There's a card game.
Okay.
That's full artwork around the frame.
It might be.
Oh my god, it looks so cool! And then people, the very small percent of people that are playing, it's like, oh, the whole card game's been like, for years now. Everything in the set looks like this. I don't know if it is Force of Will, but it's a card game I've seen kicking about. But every single card has an art spell.
I think it's not special.
Yeah, it's true. But then the issue I had is obviously the masterpiece started as land, which I thought was fine. Like I don't mind, having expedition lands where you just do your lands or whatever. And then obviously you had the artifacts and stuff, and that was cool for like the elite ones. And then you had like the Ornithopter, and I'd be like, if I played Affinity, I definitely want to play set of Ornithopters. But then you can't do the whole deck, and I think that's what would bother me. In that, it's cool to have all these shiny, bling sort of cards.
Yeah.
But if you can't do the whole deck, I don't like that. Would really bother me just from like an OCD kind of point of view. But
That's sort of like a Commander where like they just have unique cards for each different one. They don't have to be all matched. It's just that they're the uniquest you could find of that type.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. It just bothers me that you can't match it. Or if you did match it, it would cost literally like 100,000.
Yeah, but only because if they suddenly done them all like this, then there'd then be 100,000.
Yeah, like to me, it would be better to open, say, stop Emrakul, because he's normally one of in the decks that it's in, rather than say a Snapcaster Mage, because I'm like, oh shit, now I have to get 3 more.
Oh, I thought you meant the whole deck wouldn't be these box topper artwork.
Yeah, that as well. But
Okay.
but still, like, if it was me opening one of these special box top ones, I'd want something that as a one-off rather than something like Snapcaster Mage where you want to place it off, just because you wouldn't even be able to run the one of them.
Oh, you just buy 3 more.
This is what I mean.
That's the surprise.
It's the slippery slope. I think we're better off with the lottery ticket or the stockbroking, I feel.
Yeah, so these are quite weird. You'll be easy to get 4 of these, and it will be set foils.
Yeah, I guess.
No, it's you're twice as likely to open the box top than the mythic foil.
Okay, that's good to know. But then price-wise, like literally if you just went online and bought it, I still imagine a set was going to be a lot less than whatever these.
It's a tough one. I'm very interested to see how they go. But I've got my 6 boxes ordered, mainly because when I usually order my boxes, because I don't get the buy box promo because I'm not a customer. But so I was a bit when they first announced these, I was like, I want these. I need them. Better be in the box, and they are. So I'm like, yes. But it also prevents stores from selling them,
Which is good.
It's very good because we do know some stores do. Unfortunately, as soon as a good F&M promo comes out, that's it. All over eBay. Unfortunately,
Incidentally,
not going to say, but I know a shop recently that's lost like almost all of their customers after they found out doing that.
Good.
Yeah, which is good. Yeah.
The box toppers, you can actually see through that they are transparent enough that it's worth saying if anyone's thinking of buying any box toppers.
I've seen some people. So I haven't watched any of the videos, but I've some of the groups I monitor have posted and commented on them, saying it's actually quite difficult. A lot of one of the groups I am invested in the Mythic Guilds of Ravnica Mythic sets and got lots of box toppers and tried it themselves. It's very difficult. Like even got the strongest lights and mangling the pack, you can sometimes just about make out. But it doesn't really matter. All the toppers are in the box anyway.
Yeah, so it's just you're buying them separately, I guess.
Yeah. So it's only storing local boxes to sell packs. That's fine, but if that was me, I'd be cracking that box topper anyway.
What are you most excited about being reprinted?
There's lots on there. Probably there's hard Celestial Colonnade.
Yeah, that does look nice.
Are we talking about just the cards being reprinted or the box toppers?
That's all we know about, isn't it, so far?
Yeah, but we know they're in the set as well.
Yeah.
So am I excited for it to be reprinted, or am I excited about the box topper?
I mean, you're allowed to be excited.
I like some of the alternate artwork.
Yeah.
Tarmogoyf is a lot. I don't really like it personally, but stuff like Life in the Loam or Dark Depths looks really good.
I've had several people have mixed opinions about Tarmogoyf. I'm in the yes camp, but yeah, I've had a lot of people like the weirdest one for me. I quite like the look of is probably the most boring one.
Yeah,
it's Platinum Imperium.
Yeah, it does look good. That's quite good. I'm glad that because wasn't sure to be honest. I wasn't sure if it was like masterpieces went all in the set. I'm kind of glad they are because stuff like Eternal Witness. I looked at the artwork for it. It's like, oh, that's really sweet. Like I don't want to have to get 4 special notes. I'm glad that some of the new artwork was in the set as well as in the box toppers.
That was my main concern, was that Wizards had gone out of his way to announce all these box toppers a month before the set's released, get everyone, all the stores order as much as possible, as quick as possible, and then go. These are just your extras.
Which one do you reckon are going to go for the most? Because obviously it's not so much about what the most expensive card is to me. I feel like it's going to be what kind of people want to play what. So for me, for instance, I think one of the really expensive ones will be Leovold, actually.
Yes.
Agreed.
Because it's like a one-off, as like a commander thing. You also see his legacy player, that kind of thing. Any others?
Isn't Leovold banned? Or is that just one-on-one commander?
I think that's only one-on-one commander, which is not commander in my opinion.
That is. It's also in Magic Online's opinion as well.
Good. It's correct. You're playing one-off legacy there, friend.
Do you think cards like...
I think Khan will be up there.
Yeah.
It always seems to be Tron players wanting to bring out their decks.
Do you think Teague or Through the Breach are going to go down?
I'm shivering with anticipation.
It's the stupid lag. I was asking about Gaddock, Teague and Through the Breach. Do you think they're going to stay high?
All I heard was like, can you
I can't wait till he goes to edit this video.
Nah, just submit it like this. It's fine.
So the Galactic one's interesting. I don't know if you were there last night, but I had 2 of our locals buy 2 of my Galactic Judge promos instead because they need for their decks and they want more. But they're under the impression that the Judge promo will go up because the artwork is better than the original and the box topper artwork, which is an opinion. I do really like the Judge promo artwork, but that's more because it uncannily looks like one of my friends. Whereas artwork is always a matter of opinion.
I want to question their logic there slightly, given that Judge promos are the most reprinted card ever. Oh, it's another wave of Judge foils. Oh, 2 to 4 of them are the same.
they don't know that.
That's fine.
And I might be able to sell them another 3 each. So I
think I sold 2 to you, so yeah.
Well, yeah, we had the Judge conference in the store quite often, so I pick up quite a lot of those.
And Through the Breach, then? I mean, obviously this one isn't a Judge promo.
Yeah, that's cool. I love the artwork. It's fantastic.
Yeah, very nice. Of course, yes.
The box toppers, I don't think would have at all, but now that they are being reprinted, I mean, it's about bloody time Through the Breach gets reprinted. Then yeah, definitely, and hopefully
the rares will crash in price.
Good.
The mythics not so much. They're still quite hard to come by. But they will take profit. That's the whole point. These sets are released, so you've got people complaining about, Wizards, why you doing this to us? We can't afford these boxes. That doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it means these cards will go down in price, and therefore afford them if you want them in your decks.
Yeah.
The fact that the other cards in that deck that aren't reprinted will go up doesn't matter. Talk about that. The cards you want are being reprinted and going down. Therefore, you can now afford them.
I'm surprised that Through the Breach is just a rare. Like, I know obviously it wasn't a mythic before, but that's because mythics didn't exist back then. But given how much that card's worth and stuff, I'm surprised Wizards normally go like, oh yeah, it's worth a lot of money, let's put it as a mythic. So I'm glad to see that they are being a bit more reasonable with some cards that definitely just need a lot of reprinting.
Wizards' policy is all cards are worth the same.
That's good.
There are no expensive cards. They're all worth the same.
I mean, that is technically correct for them.
I hope that's the rule that gets rolled out, because that'd be great.
All 10p. The people that moan about wanting moaning about the boxes being too expensive, and they want their cards to be cheap.
Yeah.
So if that happens, if they've done like another Chronicles and mass printed all the cards, that's fine. You can buy the cards, but they're not worth anything at the end of the day. I had a player come in last week, not play anymore. He just wanted to get into Age of Sigmar. He brought in a folder, not a very big one, 10, 20 pages one, just of his old trade folder, but it had like shocks, fetches, a nice little bit of pieces. I went to look at it. If you want trade credit, if you want to get some Age of Sigmar stuff, I'll give you 250 quid, I think I said. And he was just like, what? I went, oh, sorry, is that enough? He goes, no, that means I can buy everything. I can buy my army, the paint. And he was ecstatic. And it's like, that wasn't the case. If they mass printed everything, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
I tell you, if you want to play Magic for cheap and your collection not worth anything, go play Arena.
Yeah.
That's what Arena's works great. Cheap to play, but your cards aren't worth it. I guess actually you could probably sell your account.
Yeah, you can do that with
Maybe.
you can do that with like WoW and Overwatch and Eagle, whatever. Yeah.
But overall, you can't really cash out and go here.
Nah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Wizards didn't let you do that, though.
Master reprints, even expensive ones, even if you can't afford to buy a box yourself, staples will go down. Get in. If you know you're going to play a card, you need it for your deck, get in now, pick it up, and then laugh when it doubles in price in a few months' time. A year. Give it a year.
I love it. And seeing as you mentioned Arena, why don't you talk a little bit about that? Because you've been hitting Arena pretty hard at the moment.
So with Arena, I originally I started in the original closed beta, and it was shit. But, I don't know. Yeah, it was absolutely dreadful, and I didn't pick up again for another 4 or 5 months. It did get better, and I grind out drafts and built a few decks. Didn't go too deep in there because I knew they were doing a wipe when they come up with the open beta. As soon as that law launched, I was like on it. I was making sure I get my dailies in to get my free gold. As soon as you get 5,000 gold, do a draft. Hopefully do well in that so you can do a competitive draft. And grinding it, I was playing at least probably almost an hour, or an hour, 2 hours in most days, which is a lot for me. That is all my spare time nowadays. And I've finally got to the stage where I've just built so I think like a month in, I've just built my first competitive deck. I built, is it Drake's? Yatawabi? That's close enough. But yeah, basically his top 8 list from the Pro Tour. Because I've built up enough wild cards to put it together. Didn't actually need to use that many because I'd already opened for Arclight Phoenixes, which I hadn't realised, and some other bits and pieces. So I'm probably going to build another one of the Pro Tour decks soon as well, and just started my first competitive constructive league today. I've got to admit, all I've put in is $25 in the last month or so, and that was mainly $5 just because the initial purchase is really good. You get like 4 times the value normally. And an extra $20 just because I was really impatient to play some Kills of Ravnica Sealed, and was a bit, couldn't be bothered to grind and just wanted to get some practice in.
It sounds awesome. I don't know why it's taken them so long. It's hard to see why you go back.
It's great. Sorry, Luke, I cut you up there.
All I was going to say was the only reason I really do anything on Magic Online is just for modern practice, and there's no reason really to stay to do anything else other than Arena. Other than that, kind of hope they do something with modern on there eventually. But yeah, Arena just seems fantastic. Yes,
so there is a big announcement on the 6th of December. Not quite sure what it is, quite sure it's going to be Arena related, because I believe it's at the Games Expo at the time. And I think it's going to be a new Eternal format for Arena. That is not confirmed, but that is the whispers I've been hearing. I just really hope they're going to release Ultimate Masters onto it and be like, yes, you can play some modern cards now. Here they are. There's also just been a recent announcement, I think it was today or yesterday, about them supporting Magic Online even further and changing how people can qualify for the Pro Tour circuit and stuff like that, which makes me think that the announcement on the 6th of December is even more likely to be about Arena. They wanted to make sure the Magic Online players were happy and felt safe still playing online, and that they weren't just going to switch to Arena and get rid of them. But we'll see. And it's also the day before Ultimate Masters is released, so it might be Ultimate Masters on Arena, and therefore I'll be happy.
So that is all for now from us. Thank you very much for listening, and stay tuned for more.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, bye. Okay, so I believe this is episode number 34, and we're just going to kind of dive into Ultimate. Why are you laughing? What was funny?
Did you not do that on purpose?
I don't know what I did.
You were there going 35.
I think it's just my funny voice.
Only me that heard that.
Yeah, probably. Okay, we'll try and get as much as we can done. And can you hear me? Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I dropped out the call. It's my connection. It's getting ridiculous now.
He's back.
Sort of.
I'm not going to fanny around with intros. I
Can
can.
you move your PC?
This is the problem. It's weird though because I've moved it closer to the bloody router, so it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It should just work, but there we are.
But the router doesn't know that, so it's sending the signals upstairs first.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's going up and then come back down.
I think you hush, Luke.
Yeah.
I think he's gone.
Good.
So Wizards have pulled it, but that means he's not recording though.
I'm here. You said
This is 3 of 3.
Okay.
You said to
So
shut up.
Wizards
So I
pulled-
shut up.
Shut up, angry computer. Go away.
Well, they
I
might
think he said more than that. Though.
I'm afraid to speak.
As you should be. Be
Yeah.
more ashamed.
I was just commenting earlier how glad I am that technology has progressed since I was last on the show.